My name is Bill Treadway. I'm here in Kenner, Louisiana, at the site of Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic Church, and we're here on the day of the 40th anniversary of the crash of Pan American Flight 759. There are all kind of interesting things to see. The memorial itself is beautiful. There are coastal oaks around. The church itself is a bit of a living monument. There are people that come and go, and there have been many people here today. Some of the more interesting things about this is that I came here with the expectation of not seeing much of anything, not doing much of anything, maybe spending 10 minutes or so here at the memorial, and was pleasantly surprised with the outpouring of memories and the amount of support that has come from the community itself. There were people from all over the globe here who lost loved ones. There were people here from Australia, people here from Puerto Rico. The young lady that was pulled out from under the rubble in the middle of the fire was here. We got to meet the police chief of the moment, Mr. Nick was his name. I don't have his last name in front of me, but we got to meet Nick, the police chief. We got to meet the mayor, the current police chief, all the city council people. It was a great outpouring of love. My involvement with the crash itself was not superficial at all. We were stationed at Fort Polk. I was with the MEDEVAC unit, referred to as the 36th Medical Detachment of the 5th Aviation Battalion, and or the 5th Infantry Division, and was just a very young man at the time, very ill prepared for what happened. But for those that are unknowing, 164 people all died at once. The entire plane crew and several on the ground. Nothing prepares you for that catastrophic loss of life. It's an absolutely horrible thing. It's well documented, and there's all kinds of knowledge to be had about not only the flight envelope, but also the stories that surrounded it. And I was very pleased to spend most of the day here in Kenner with some of the surviving family members, most particularly the Leday family. Got to meet the extended family of two of the people that perished on the plane, and many others. For years, I tried to drink that memory away, and then discovered that alcohol wouldn't fix my problem, that drugs wouldn't fix my problem, and the thing to know, and the message that I wanted to share more than anything else is in the world of healing, you've got to be persistent. Even when the drugs and the alcohol, I quit doing all that. The memory of it was still inside my head, and I was under the impression that nobody really cared about it. You didn't hear much about it on the internet. You didn't see much about it because it just not a lot of information out there. And so I came thinking today that I was just going to spend 5 or 10 minutes here at the memorial and sort of have my own little prayer with this, and be at peace with this thing. And I was so wrong. The people that showed up not only, and let me back up. So one of my problems with the carnage of the scene, when you talk about 164 people losing their lives and being spread over 6 city blocks, that's difficult to I mean, you don't ever erase it, but the thing to know is that for me, I felt useless. There was no hose to sweep it away. There was no rake, no broom. They wouldn't even let us handle the various parts of the crash scene because it needed to be evaluated by the NTSB. And so all the training that I had, all the effort that I'd put into it, all the flying time that culminated to that point was of little value. But what I was so wrong about is how the people felt about all the first responders that showed up. And so in retrospect, I think it's important to know not only do people appreciate what the first responders do, but in the world of PTSD and therapy and suicidal ideations and thinking that drinking is going to fix your problems, I would urge those out there within the sound of my voice to never give up, to know that it is possible not only to heal, but it's possible to quit drinking. It's possible to quit using drugs. It's possible to have a meaningful life and to be happy with who you are and where you are in the face of just thoughts that are in many ways not true. I'm a happy man today. I'm married, got 4 children, 6 grandchildren. Life's good. And these people here are wonderful folks in Kenner. And I'm very thankful that they were all here. Anyway, that's what I got to say about that. Thank you for coming. Thanks for looking at the video.